if you're not doing these things, you might lose clients, you might lose your network, you might lose important pieces to you becoming wealthy. Hey everyone, so just got home from work. Just wanted to cover something that maybe this will speak to a lot of remote workers out there, freelance workers, BPO workers maybe, or just for you guys who are into business or just wanting to make that connection with people. So just imagine in any part of the world, you're the service people that will do your lawn, do your pest control, do things in the house, right? So imagine when the person wants to build rapport with you very quickly, as in, hey, how are you? How's it going? Well, like, what do you do for a living? I love these shoes. I love this. I love that. To try to build that instant rapport, and then obviously you do the best work you can for them. And what ends up happening is you do a great job. You build rapport, and sometimes, unfortunately, especially in pest control, you get reservices. Maybe, there's more ants, more this, more that after you leave. Now, even then, when the customer calls in, depending on the relationship or that exchange you had when you were there, customer might usually says, oh, can you guys come back because I see more ants. It hasn't really, your last treatment hasn't really done anything. But, the last technician that was here, he was a nice guy. He was very thorough. He was this, he was that. He just did his best. Unfortunately, they're back, right? That interaction is golden. It's gold. However, you have other technicians or other people in general. And here in the Philippines is a very big issue when it comes to customer service. So just imagine same interaction, same customer, and you're just a dick. You're an asshole. You just in there, do your job. Okay, I'm here because I gotta do this. Okay, fine, I gotta go now. So I just did this, I did that, I did this. Take care. I'll see you in your next visit. Or if it's in a restaurant, the first thing the waiter will do is take your order, and the last thing is give you the check, or because you have to ask for the check. That's really bad customer service, number one. But that's really bad cohesion, number two. And usually in pest control or any service job calls in, the customer calls in, is usually your guy didn't do anything here. He just wasted his time. He just did this. Yeah, he didn't do this. He didn't do that. So on and so forth. Because the exchange, that cohesion building, that rapport building was not there. And this is like those soft skills that the majority of us, all of us need. Down from talking to regular coworkers, small talk and things like that, all the way to, hard conversations. These are really hard things for some people. A word that I always throw around, and I really mean it when I talk to a lot of the staff or anyone, is cohesion. So if you're not doing these type of techniques, or if you're not doing these things, you might lose clients, you might lose your network, you might lose important pieces to you becoming wealthy. After so many years of working here and then doing business and in the Philippines and America as well, I've come to realize that cohesion by far over anything is super important, as in it dictates the longevity of certain relationships. Because here in the Philippines, some of these staff, they're almost embarrassed to cross that bridge of communication or try to build cohesion with their clients. So some of the advice I give them is ways to build that cohesion, at the same time bring value, because a lot of them are bringing value already. It's just that sometimes to certain clients' eyes or their purview, they're almost irrelevant. They're just unfortunately a name, a face on a screen, which sometimes causes, and it's not the client's fault, it's not the the staff's fault, it's a budget cut. So, when it gets to that point, if it's truly a budget cut and, the client doesn't want to just be nice and say it's a budget cut, actually it's an actual budget cut, I don't think you can really help that to some extent. However, these are certain things that I have coached on as well as worked on for me or worked for me when it comes to building cohesion. And in the remote space and freelance space and like the BPO outsource space, that's even I believe worse. And when you don't build cohesion with your clients. And these are techniques that I try to employ, and I try to recommend to all of the workers. Number one, be the first one to reach out, right? There's a very thin line between kiss ass, or here in the Philippines, sip sip, or in Tagalog, Bisaya, sip sip, and someone who's genuinely out there, build rapport. So number one, be the first person to reach out, whether it's through Slack, whatever communication channel you're using. It's like, hey John, how are you? How was your weekend? Is there anything you need for me to do, on my end of things? And then it could be nothing, or it could be something, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, that first connect is the first impression for me is you're bringing value, right? You're bringing value. Point number two, talk when you need to talk, and be like a team player. Don't just be a yes man. Don't keep nodding off. And especially if you have you need some questions to be clarified, ask for clarification. Don't just later on or ask your friend or your buddy, do you understand what he said, or anything like that. And being vocal, addressing issues that are really there, because that's a big problem here in the Philippines. Some local staff are reluctant to say anything because they might feel ashamed. They might feel as if, what are people gonna think about me if I say this one or two things? Number three is usually right before you leave right before you end your day. I usually end any person I interact with, whether it's my team, whether it's a US team, is there anything you need from me at the end of the day? End of the day, is there anything that you need from me? Is there anything I can do for you, or any assistance I can do for your teams, for anything? Because I want to end the day with building more cohesion, building that bridge, as in this guy's always giving value. And obviously you have to mean it as well. You know what I'm saying? You have to really mean it as well. That's a quick techniques and just my daily things that I do when trying to build rapport with people. When I talk to people, generally speaking, hey, how are you? How's it going? I actually spend time, a few minutes with not every single person, but as many people as I can in a day, just to see where they're at and things like that. Or if I haven't seen them in a minute, hey, how are you? And are you doing anything exciting? Anything, especially if the weekend just came up. Anything exciting in the weekend? What are you up to? And things like that. So, because the dogs are going nuts. I genuinely want to find out, and I'm genuinely interested in what they do, because that's my buy-in, to be honest with you. That's my buy-in as to, hey, listen, man, I just want to bring value to your life in any way. And, if you ever need any help, let me know, we'll talk. So that's pretty much it. If you like these type of videos, comment down below. If you like this particular video, watch this video is going to come up, and keep building the community. Share, subscribe, do all those things. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.